Yeah,
But
but back to it. Every racist Trump thing you're gonna be able to say, I'm gonna give you one from Biden and attach it to legislation, fam. I think one
mm,
is way more detrimental and way more
mm,
dangerous than the other.
mm. So so by that theory, why in the fuck were you voting for Bernie?
Bernie? I did vote
Yeah,
for Bernie.
yeah. Why? Because
Uh,
Bernie voted for the omnibus plan too.
hey,
He,
look, yeah, he did, but I liked what Bernie was saying while he was running more so than Biden and more so than Hillary when she was running. I liked his views. I thought he would be more so, not necessarily a benefit for me as a black person, but from benefit for me as an American citizen. And so I'm I'll rock with that rising tide. Universal health care, getting corporate funds out of politics. I'm for all of those things. I think that
mm,
those could only work to benefit our people.
but he voted for the plan. That he presided over legislation that put so many black people in jail. He voted for legislation,
Yeah, but he didn't write it, fam. And he didn't stand on the Senate floor and argue for it.
but he
See,
voted
that's the
for it.
difference. That's what Joe Biden did. See, we can say that Bernie voted for the same shit as Joe Biden did, and yeah, and he did. Yeah, he did. But only one of them stood there and argued for it. Only one of them said the putrid things out their mouth. Show me
So
the show me the Bernie, show me the putrid Bernie clips saying the shit. But
so
we
so
know how
so.
these bills get drafted. We know how they attach certain things to certain things, and so
Mm-hmm.
it must pass. So I voted for it because I wanted to give this money to women over here. I can't remember the actual reason that Bernie gave for actually voting for that thing, but it was because it was attached to other shit, and it was like, you got me. What can I do? Salute. You finagled it, and that's what happened. But cool, Bernie did. But I thought we was talking about Joe versus Trump.
No, we're talking about um since your reason of why you hate Joe Biden so much and why he is way of a he's a worse candidate than Trump
Hmm.
is because he voted for legislation that 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 were that were that was so detrimental to black people.
Hey, look.
But so did Bernie.
Hey, look. Wrote legislation, argued for legislation, and then voted for it. So hey, look, let's understand the reduction before you do the reducing.
So it's the voting for it's the voting for it is okay, but it's on
No,
being right.
not okay, not okay, not at all, not okay. Don't agree with that at all. No, but it's levels to this shit, and let's not act so
Mm,
intellectually dishonest that we can't understand the motherfucker voting for some shit because it has other things and it's the greater good that they see in their eyes, and I can understand that person doing it, and I can also see the weakness in them, but not put them on the same level and give them the same uh 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 casting as the motherfucker who drew it and argued for it.
Hey, hey,
I
the Nick,
keep
hey,
that
hey,
keep
hey, hey,
that.
hey, hey. I've been saying hey for like 5 minutes. Hey, the nigga that just pretended he didn't know people play this fervently in fucking exhibition matches just told you don't be intellectually dishonest. And go.
Hey, yo, look, both teams are playing an exhibition match, but whatever.
I was just gonna go to the you don't think that proud supporting the fucking Proud Boys and all of these openly racist ass groups is more racist than just being a fucking Democrat. That intellectual dishonesty that we're going on. I didn't even get to the I didn't make the connection to the exhibition. I was just going off the fact that I was going to point out the fact that you talk about a motherfucker being intellectually dishonest, like acknowledging that these fucking Republicans are way more racist than fucking Democrats.
Michael Jordan ain't gonna play the same in the exhibition towards the Make a Wish kid.
I don't see the difference in the two. I don't see this other entity being way more racist than the other. I see both entities being way too involved in corporatocracies. I see both entities way too corrupt. I see both entities way too big to be bothered with what the fuck goes on in my little life. I see it as individuals that don't represent the common man. So I don't fuck with either one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling them both out on their bullshit, but you seem to be against me calling out somebody else's bullshit because this other person got bullshit that is just more in your face. And hey, look, cool. Be that. Hey, look. I don't know what to tell you,
Not
man.
truth. That is not. That has never been my play. I have never been. I have never said that. Hey, these motherfuckers ain't got nothing at all, or you should not point out these motherfuckers' flaws. My issue always comes with the fact that you pretend that these motherfuckers are like these motherfucking stances are so fucking similar when they're not.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Tell me the results. The stances. My point is that the stances are fake. The results are real. And what are the results? What are the results? What are they doing? What is
Uh,
happening differently? We got Joe in here. What is Joe doing to stop us from being hunted in this country? What has he stood up and said substantively to curb motherfuckers going into Dollar Generals shooting black people? What has he done to stop that?
all right, so you want what he said or what he's done?
Done. Because I don't give a fuck what any of them say. My point is that they will all say all kinds of shit, but when it comes time to doing the thing, they don't. And they don't so often that it's kind of like this shit ain't accidental. You motherfuckers is not doing this shit on purpose. Oh, you're lying to me. You're telling me you fuck with me when you don't fuck with me. The other people was not even telling me they fuck with me. I don't fuck with them either. But now we've gotten to the point where I can't even look at someone outside of the two. I can't look at an alternative to a Democrat for judgment of you only helping the motherfucking Republicans get elected, and then the motherfuckers that really hate you.
Yep.
No, Democrats don't give a fuck about me neither. So I should be fighting against them as well. The,
Again,
the shit that I can't
intellectual
get is how you
dishonesty.
sit. And I'm gonna stop.
All right.
The shit I can't understand is how you sit and fight with a motherfucker who is not fighting for you, thinking that you somehow coming up.
All right. So now you just the word intellectual dishonesty is now that you done mentioned it, motherfucker, you live in this shit. You act like it is not very well known that this fucking country is built on a stupid ass two-party system. You don't deal with the reality of shit. The reality of shit is, yes, Democrats are not the ideal fucking candidate. But out of the two fucking choices that we have, they are the ones whose ideologies line up more with mine and actually yours. But you refuse to believe that shit because you want some magical fucking you want this fucking magical ass third party that you know systematically will not achieve the shit that you want because they will not get the fucking votes to. Like, be honest about this shit. Deal with the reality of the situation at hand. No, I do not think that fucking Democrats are the greatest party on earth. Surprisingly enough, I don't I don't disagree when you point out the bullshit. But are they better than the fucking other option? Yes. And you being goddamn dishonest to yourself if you think that ain't the case. Are they less racist than the other option? Yes. And again, you are being dishonest with yourself if you think that ain't the fucking case. Yes, Democrats are fucking racist. Congratulations. Nigga, we know this shit. Are they less racist than the other motherfuckers? Yes. And the minute you stop lying to yourself about that truth, the minute you will stop getting all the goddamn pushback from me.
Okay, you done?
I'm done.
Okay. Um, Democrats can be less racist than Republicans.
Mhm.
Not even gonna fight you on that. My thing is that the difference is negligible. I don't think that the difference in their racism is enough for me to choose one of them over the other, and to say ignore the the proliferation of a third party or an alternative party to the two of them. We'll never get an alternative to those two who we both agree are racist, and we both can just agree one is less racist than the other, but both are racist. We'll never get to the party that's not racist if we never start to support the proliferation of a different party. Now, the way to do that is to vote for a different party. Now, what happens in the United States is that if a party garners a certain number percentage of the vote nationally, they get access to federal funds going forward for the next election, further strengthening that cause. Now, hey, look, maybe we don't win right now, but I'm willing to fight and be antagonistic, adversarial to the power structure at B for 8 years, for 16 years, to try that out. Because we've been going along with a party and doing the lesser of the two evils thing for 40 years plus, at least. I'm going to say since Reagan, we've been doing this shit. We've been looking at Reagan and saying, oh my God, Reagan, the horror. And then they followed it up. They got Reagan boy in, Bush, and we said, fighting back. We got Bill. How did Bill work out for us? We got fucked under Bill, fam.
Man, we get fucked under everybody because we're in a system that fucks us. We
Right.
got fucked
So
less than the
as
bill.
opposed to just perpetually being in this fucked state for another 40 years, because it's never gonna change, man, chip away. Maybe in 16 years we get the change we're looking for. Maybe in 8 years we get it. Maybe we do it in such a tick that it happens in the next 4 years. But it's not gonna change unless we do different shit. We gotta do different shit. We've been doing the same shit. It ain't work. It's still not work.
We've been chipping away. We have to chip away at this fucking system because this system is literally built against us. So yes, until we can erase the entire fucking political system, until we can erase the entire judicial system, until we can erase the entire government, we will be under the fucking thumb. We will be the lesser. We are the motherfucker that this system was built against. So no, we cannot thrive and gain equality in this fucking government under this fucking political system. No, this shit has to completely change in order for that to happen. I don't think a third party changes that. I don't think a third party in 16 years changes that. I don't, so we talk about chipping away. We have chips. We have chips. America is still fucked up. America is less fucked up than it was 40 years ago, 50 years ago, well, not 50 years ago, because 15 years ago we had racial equality for about I want to say racial equality, but we had racial harmony for a good 2 or 3 weeks after Run DMC and Aerosmith dropped Walk This Way. The world was at peace. We had racial harmony. We all got along. And then Philadelphia just decided to bomb citizens. And so yes, I don't think that we will get racial equality from this fucking political system. So what do? We're stuck in this system because this is where the fuck we are. So saying that the lesser of two evils isn't the lesser of two evils does not is basically acknowledging the reality of the system that we're in, and pretending that shit is not the case is not going to help chip away at anything.
Hey, that's your opinion. I'm of a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you. I I'm sick. Hey, look, man. What has it gotten us? You keep saying that, man, incremental change, but every time I look up, niggas keep getting the short end of the stick. Niggas keep getting